system is key, and leveraging what you have access to is going to be the game changer in your organization as a whole. When you earn money, everyone earns money, and that's the beautiful thing about this. So I'm really excited to be bringing up Mr. Elliot Ward, who has been leading the ship for quite some time, going on 3 years. Unbelievable. And he is just absolutely incredible when it comes to helping the next individual who has their hand up. So, by you being on this call today, you already have your hand up. And the last thing that you can do for you to achieve all of those results is to have that pen and paper ready to go. And any questions that you have from, applying what you've been provided over the last how many days, you can ask the questions now, right? This is the time for you to be asking the questions and for you to move the needle forward in your business, because you don't have to do it alone. We're all doing it together. We're all in the trenches together, and we're doing it with the professionals who have years of experience. So over to you, Mr. Elliot Ward.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, put some fire in the chat for Sapphire Leader, Miss Katie Darcy. And congratulations, all new team members as well. Right, tonight's been incredible. So, welcome if you're brand new here. Welcome to the family. I want to, what I want to do is I want to invite you on this call to really take a reflection and a look at where you're currently at, right? So, really everyone's day as a person that gets paid off of who they are, because that's what we do. We get paid to become in this environment. You get paid to become, right? So every single day, no matter how good it feels, you're going to need to take a look at you and ask, what is it that you need to do to become more attractive, to become better, to step up and take action when it feels, people said to me, Elliot, man, it looks like, if you had like a busy month, I'm like, man, I've been through it this month, and guess what? I've won all month. Has it been perfect? It hasn't been perfect. It's been far from it. But you know what? Every single day, I've lived in alignment with my goal. Okay, which brings me on to point number one. How clear is your goal to you right now? Now, really take this in. How clear is that goal to you? Because remember, when you set a goal, you have now created a new model. Put new model in the chat if you understand what I'm saying about what a goal is for. A goal is for you to be somebody different to who you are. Okay? How does that person think? How does that person act? Even if it feels like a paradigm shift every time you talk, I have some days, guys, it feels like a paradigm shift just to open my mouth. Okay? Just to open my mouth. What happens is some of you guys don't like the feeling of that. And so you think retracing or retracting or going back to being comfortable or an environment, a person, because the goal makes you feel so uncomfortable, is going to make things better. It doesn't. Those days, guys, you have to keep going through them. Okay, so let's remember your goal is the new version of you. Is everyone happy with what a goal is? A goal isn't something to get anything from. A goal is to grow. You have to grow into your goal. The great thing about this industry is you can measure your progression by the number of people you've helped, by the amount of volume your business has produced, by the amount of income you've earned. Okay? Sometimes you've got to get there, but guess what, guys? Sometimes all the results can come at the end of the month. Sometimes all the results can come in the next month. But can you get good at identifying what you've done and how you've won in a different way? If you've got to get good at identifying that if you're going to keep leading yourself to more success, getting good at noticing wins. A winner is great at logging and noting their wins. Do you put a one in the chat and just be honest? Put a one in the chat if you currently on a day-to-day basis identify new wins in your organization, in your business life, in where you want your results to come from. Sometimes, guys, just showing up for the call and opening your mouth. Elliot, can I open the call? KTMS. Elliot, can I open the call? I know that's a win for her today, right? Katie feels like, right, I'm being the leader that I joined to be. Okay? I know with Mr. Alex Reynolds on the line, brand new result today. He's just gone dual team qualified. Put some fire in the chat for Mr. Alex Reynolds, okay? All right, he's now dual team qualified. Brand new CEO in the house. That's a brand new result. Don't miss, like, that's a brand new result, man, in 2025. Means now Alex has just activated a big part of the compensation plan, but it's a brand new result he's never had in life. So I know he feels a new way. I know what habits he's changed. I know how many times he's tried and got back up again. But I know it's worth it. I know he's sitting there thinking, man, there's a bit more to this business than just business volume, than just income. I know he's thinking, I actually feel better than the money. Alex, you know what I'm saying, don't you? You actually know what I'm saying as well. It feels better than the money. Do you know why, guys? Because in this industry, it shows you who you are. Every day there's a mirror. And it's so worth sticking to your goal no matter of how messy it gets. And do you know what, guys? Most of the messiness is in your personal development, not in the actual reality. Some of you guys think that it's the actual reality. I'm like, you're fine. You're actually fine. You're good. You're just creating a situation mentally that isn't actually the truth. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Put a yes in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. When your mind creates a situation that isn't actually how it is. That's why you need a mentor to say, you're okay. Like, things are fine. Right? That's it. You've got to have that checkup. That's what these calls are for. It's the check. Oh, I'm actually all right. Because sometimes, guys, you can get lost in your world and it's not actually true. Your world, guys, right in that moment, you have to ask yourself, am I actually looking at things as they are? Because I think your mind can make up all kinds of stuff that isn't true. That's why you've got to get in control of your mind. You have to. The number one, honestly, guys, it's like the biggest part of my day to start with is getting in control of my mind. That's the starting point. Right, Elliot gets up, even before a Red Bull. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I need to get in control of myself, right? So where do I start? Elliot, what are we doing today? Guys, myself, Mr. Parton, we don't have any days off from this. Don't think just because our business starts to, well, Elliot, seems like Elliot's business just grows. No, I work so, guys, this is the biggest amount of work I do. And if you haven't got a bulletproof gold card yet, make sure you've got one. This is important. Okay? Red Bull's got its own. I don't know. It's like you can't measure like air. It gives me a lot of, you know, that them wings, right? Feathers, man. I get a lot of feathers. You get. What I'm saying is, guys, I'm saying your bulletproof gold card is your direction, right? Who am I? Because who you wake up as and who you are for the day are completely different people. I wake up sometimes like Elliot. Like, where are we? Like, where? I need to take a look at my gold card today. You guys think I'm joking? Let's just remember where to direct my mind today. The first thing your mind needs is an instruction. If you are waking up without a gold card, you're instantly putting your mind in a vulnerable position. Trust me, vulnerable. Because in this business, if you want people to join you, you are going to need to be able to lead your own mind. It's what you're leading. Okay? You've got to be able to lead your own mind if you want to be successful in this space. Okay? You can't be up and down, excited, not excited. You can't be that way. Your energy has to be right. Lights, camera. action, goal time. Okay, but I don't just sit and read my goal card out. I actually be the goal. Okay, do you know I've got this? You guys have known I've had this here for a while. It says those who are brave are free. Do you know what brave is? Brave is being your goal every day, no matter what your inner world is trying to create and your external world is trying to fool you with. That's all it's there. Can you outwit what your mind is trying to tell you and what your external world is also trying to distract you with? Okay? It doesn't matter where I'm at. Could be Christmas. You guys spoke to me over Christmas. Elliot's enjoying himself in the Christmas moment, but he's always being his goal. Nobody can ever take Elliot away from his goal. Okay? Nobody, because at the start of the year, I decided I made a list. Here it is. I did a YouTube yesterday. Here's my list. I'll go back to my list. Elliot, what are the goals this year? Okay. Some really cool goals, amazing goals, ones that I'm very excited about. Have you got a list of goals for this year that you're actively looking at figuring out and problem solving throughout every day and throughout every week and throughout every month and stepping towards? Because remember, we had the vision at seminar. So it was a seminar. Let's go with it. Seminar the weekend. And it was built on, if you don't have a vision, you will not be on these calls 12 months from now. Trust me. If you don't have a vision, you won't be here 6 months from now. Some of you, I know individuals that don't last, 6 days because they are so controlled by their current circumstances. Okay? When the why is big enough, the facts do not count, trust me. People have asked me, well, Elliot, how did you manage to build two businesses, okay? Two businesses in one go? Because I had a big enough why. I went through all kinds of stuff with that other business. Okay? I closed it 6 months ago, but you know what? I didn't let it deter me from building this business. Elliot, you've made a decision. See it through. When you make a decision to see something through, now you attract the ways, the means, the people, the resources to do so. But if you're a little unsure on your vision, do you know what? All kinds of unfortunate things start to happen. If you're unsure, remember, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. The easiest place to be is all in. Trust me, all in. It's horrible being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's the most difficult place to be for the results. Put results in the chat if you've had results when you've decided something differently mentally and decided to be all in and decided not to be distracted. Put results in the chat. If some of the results just came like, I know what it was. I know Tommy knows what I'm talking about. I know he does. I know how people feel when they get results. Someone said to me the other day, I was like, no, I know how you feel. I know you've been doing this work, but I know how you feel because of your results. I know how you feel. But Elliot, I've been doing this work. No, it's how you feel that's the secret. Can you feel like your goal and control your mind and control what you think? Okay? So first of all, I want to make sure you've all got a goal and took a look at it this month, right? And took a look at it and said, how far am I away from this? Your goal is to measure where you are and what you need to do and be next. If there's no goal, there's no parameters of where you are right now. That's why a lot of people lose sight of their goal, because it means they have to keep measuring where they're at. And do you know what? A lot of people don't like knowing where they're at right now. You can't bury your head in the sand with this. You have to be honest. Okay? The most important conversation is the one you have with you on a daily basis. Where are we at, Elliot? What's gone well? What hasn't this month? It's not negative to look at where you need. Some of you guys are trying to be so positive that you avoid what needs to get better. Don't do that. Don't do that. Me and Jake, we speak every day. Do you know what it is? It's accountability. I know what I'm doing, but I still need accountability. I still need the right words, the right energy. That's why you and your mentor. It's a very personal relationship, and it's a very personal mentorship because they need to know how you are. If you're trying to be distant from your mentor and get new results, it's going to be very painful. You probably won't see much change. You've both got to go through it together. Okay, you've both got to go through it together. As a mentor, the mentor when the mentor is in the relationship and then energies are exchanged when it comes to new results. The mentor has to be right. I have to be ready. So you're thinking now, Elliot, I have a goal to help 3 people go sapphire, to help somebody else go sapphire, to help 3 people do 5K. You need to be right. Your leadership needs to be, it needs to be sound. That's why new people welcome new guests. I know people have joined, our organization today. We need to be ready and solid for you to arrive so you're in a good place. Okay? You're in a good place. So, you've got your goal. You're looking at your goal. Your goal is your better version of you. Okay? Some people don't set a goal because they're like, well, I don't set a goal because I don't want any caps. No, you need measurements. We get better through measurement. Okay? Sometimes we like to avoid. Me too. I'm like, man, I don't want to just check that out because my volume. I don't want to check my volume right now. You guys know it. I don't want to check my business volume right now. Today, you go on the iBoomerang app. You're like, maybe it won't accept my Face ID today, so I don't have to check it out because it hurts. Okay, it hurts. But do you know what? Looking them results in the face and confronting them is why leaders keep leading. And this industry, so much more than a place to earn income, it's a place for you to reflect and respond to where you're at and where you want to go. Okay? Now, obviously, with what we've got, we have skill set, we have the ability to provide a need and a solution for another person. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys have great skill sets. You watch the mentors, you watch how they talk, you watch how they interact. Okay? But your multiplier for your skill is your belief. That's what your multiplier is. How do you multiply your skill set, your belief? Where do you gain belief? Okay? Repetition of this information. Hanging out with your mentor. Some of you guys, I'm like, man, I wonder why they're not hanging out with their mentor when they believe something different to them that they want. Some people say, oh, yeah, it's just uncomfortable. I'm a little bit nervous on this call. I'm a little bit uncomfortable in their presence because they believe something different to you. That's good. Okay? That's good. You want to hang out with people. And if you're thinking, well, how do I know if somebody has a different belief system to me? They've got results you want. They earn money a different way to you that you want to be able to earn it. They're actively showcasing results all the time. Do you know just that, noticing that is enough for you to submit to a mentor and say, teach me. How do I get better? What do you think I need to do differently? Just because you've gotten results doesn't mean you're going to continue to get results. I need everyone to realize that. You have to keep working on you. You have to keep working on your belief. Otherwise, your skill set drops. That's what it says. Belief is the multiplier of skill. You can't just have a skill set with no belief behind it. People say, well, Elliot, why do you make the business sound so simple? It's my belief that makes it sound simple. How do you articulate this business in a very straightforward way? My belief does it. not my skill set. You can feel my belief system. Elliot, how did you collect this? Events, traveling across the world. Think about the paradigm shift I had when I traveled the world with Halton Bugs. Nothing to do with the company, guys. This business is to do with who you hang out with the most. Nobody has hung out with mentors as much as Elliot Ward. Nobody. Nobody. I basically said, Jake, is that where you're living? Okay, I'll live there. I'm not saying everyone needs to move to Devon. I'm letting you know how much time I'm around people with results I want. Then I start to do my own events. Why? Because that's what Jake did. Some of you guys want the result, but you don't want to do what we did. You've got to do what your mentor says until it makes sense. Now I'm like, let me do it. And me and Jake shouldn't be the people doing the most events. We actually shouldn't be. But it's why we get paid what we do. It's why your volume at the end of the month just so happens to keep producing. Because we've got plans differently to what others have. I know everyone on this line could get a meeting room and commit to putting 3 people in that room. But most of the call won't even try to. We just try so much, we win. You've just got to try enough to win. What we're really saying is we're happy to go ahead and commit to doing this event. God, I just want you to know, or whatever you believe in, I want you to know I'm going to be there regardless of whoever else is there. That's what we're saying. Remember, those who are brave are free. Those who are brave enough to put a meeting in place and commit to putting it out there is brave. You get to freedom. Those who are willing to step out and do a presentation and have 3 people on the line, you deserve freedom. You're brave. Those are willing to stick to a trading plan and actually follow it and not listen to their stupid paradigm, you are brave. You deserve freedom. Those that are willing to ring their mentor and ask for help, you are brave. I'm telling you how you get to freedom. This is the way. You put your belief before your results. That's what you do. You put your money where you want your body to go. Guys, this doesn't end. I'm still buying event tickets. I don't stop, guys. I'm still investing into my people every day. You guys have got to realize you becoming that person will create the life that you want in this industry. It's built upon what you're willing to give to other people. If everyone went away from this call and put a meeting in place, you deserve now freedom. And I don't care who goes ahead and does this. I'm just telling you, this is how I've got to where I am. This is how I've got to. I'm using and leveraging a system that complements bravery, that complements courage, that complements traveling to be with your mentor, that complements asking to open up a call and giving your best, that complements you being here 12 months from now and still calling people and asking them to join your business or your call or your event. This is how I've got bravery. That's bravery. You've got to understand what bravery is. It's going against what your paradigm wants you to do or your current belief system until you build another one. Then you don't need the same bravery. Now it takes a different level of bravery. Put some eights in the chat if I'm resonating with you, if this is adding some value. Okay? The reason why is because in this industry, you are paid off of bravery, you're paid off of courage. I was having a conversation with a leader the other day. I said, this industry isn't down to who works the hardest, it's down to who believes the hardest. That's what it's down to. Who believes the hardest? Who is the most brave for the longest time? Well, Elliot, how do you get paid off of bravery? The things that I'm just telling you to do. That's how you get paid off of bravery. That's how you get paid a residual income. That you commit to how many people are you going to have at the event? How many people are you going to have on the next call? It's scary. I know that feeling. It's scary. But it's the only way to live a life of freedom. That's why I have this one in front of me. Those who are brave, because it doesn't take even skill. I had no skill set, guys. I was just brave. Brave. And do you know what, guys? That was a good 18 months of bravery while I built a belief system. Orlando, Dubai, Houston, Indianapolis, Prague, all over, Devon, all over the world with bravery. Las Vegas, scared, didn't even, guys, I didn't know this was going to be the case, the result. I didn't know this was going to be the new Elliot. I didn't know what that would look like, but I believed and had courage enough to keep saying, no, you are not going to pull me back. I'm going this way. I don't care what it takes. I don't care. I was done with it. I was through. I cried on Jake's shoulder at his wedding because I was ready to make a decision. I was all out. I was tired of the old life, the old Elliot. Okay? I'd exhausted it. Guys, do you know the easiest place to be is that place? I was ready to let go and fly and be brave because I didn't want the same pain ever again. I was through with it. Okay? 100%. Okay? Dan knows it. That's a good place to be. Someone on the line said to me the other day, Elliot, you look so happy. I know. Do you know why? Because I've been able to let go of the person I didn't want to be. And when you can talk this way, when you've done them things, so leadership, guys, is built off of bravery. It's built off of turning up and saying, I'm going to do whatever the step is for you. Some of you guys, it's ringing that person and asking them, because you've had a great experience with the community you're a part of, please come and take a look at my business. I believe it's something you could benefit from. Guys, do you know if someone says no to that, there's just a certain person that you create because you know how much you cared about that person. And that's all I've done. If you said no, I respected myself more for asking. Some of you guys know, put a yes in the chat if you know. You come off and you respect yourself more because you asked. Guys, this world and the people who win in it are the ones that step forward into uncomfort more than they step back into their comfort of what they don't want. And sometimes my voice, you're probably thinking, I know so many of you on the line have been, Elliot this and Elliot that, and he doesn't understand, and he's not this and he's not that. But I'm talking to the best version of you at all times. I'm talking to the person I see living life with me, and us all have built that person we really, truly are in love with. And to be that person, you have to really wrestle with that old person and get rid of it. Because I know we all want the new person. That's really what's exciting. New income is great. Meeting new team members is fantastic. But I know everybody joined because they wanted to see themselves become somebody new. Put new in the chat if you did that. You joined because I just want to be a new person. I want new. Okay? I want new. I want to see some. I want to see. Do you know what I mean? I know it. I know the new person is the most exciting part. If you can earn money because of that, great. And I can tell you now, guys, when you apply that to, I know the people who excel they are seeing new versions of themselves come to life, and they want to share. Do you know what they actually want to share? You guys think you're sharing trading or you're sharing, network marketing. No, you're sharing. You want people to meet the new you. That's what you really want. I know you do. I know really you want people to meet the new you. Do you know when you've got that new haircut and you're like, man, I hope people notice. I hope people notice my new hair. You guys know it? Or you're in that new t-shirt and you're like, I'm going out today. Like, I've got that new. Guys, yeah, that's it. Man, I just might bump in because you guys like new on you. We all like new on ourselves. I know after Christmas, everyone was like, man, I just feel new. Like, I just want to meet people. You know what I mean? I want to meet people. I'm looking good today. Who can I meet? Do you know what, guys? If you decide to be that person on a daily basis, this industry will be a breeze for you. It will. The people who grow and change the most as leaders, when I say leaders, just you guys introduce the most new people to this business. You guys build the organization everybody wants. You guys build a culture everyone wants to be part of. Do you know why? Because you took a lot of self-love from this community, applied it to you, and went out to say, I have to tell more people about this. The trading's great. Holmberg's is great. Jake's great. Elliot's great. But really, I want you to be with me on this journey. Guys, that's really what we're saying. And you know what? The people who don't take this information and run with it and change and grow, you're not to meeting somebody new. You're like, I don't even want to meet somebody new. The road to the best version of yourself includes new people. Take that down. The road to the best version of yourself includes new people. Guys, I'm being completely serious. The road to the best version of yourself includes new people. And as long as you keep looking and going forward and asking people to come and take a look at what you're a part of, this is why all traders want to build. Do you know why? Because they need new people too. All traders want to build, guys. They all want to give back. They all want to meet new people. They all want to build something. Okay? So, skill set. We've talked about skill set. The business training on a Sunday at 5 p.m. You're going to learn skill set. You're going to learn how to communicate. But you know what? You've got to do enough skill set to build belief. Belief is built by giving yourself a goal you don't believe yet. People think, I need to believe in it to take action on it. No, if you've set a proper goal, you need to lie. Remember, in the word believe is the word lie. You need to lie to yourself about the new version of yourself until the goal is a reality. What you're actually doing is you're lying to yourself about your new goal. I am so happy and grateful now that. And after that, it's the new lie, right? Leaders are the best liars to themselves about who they are until it becomes them. You guys, you're not actually receiving me right now. You're receiving who I am, my goal. You're receiving that. You're receiving what Elliot's told himself today he is. Imagine if I didn't have this. This wouldn't hit you like it is. You can feel, I've got to believe this for it to happen. Do you know, if we all went away with a goal that helped more people and stretched more people to new results, your goal is not just about you. Your people, the people you haven't met yet, need you to set a goal and stick to it. That's what they need. They need you to, There's people out there that need this information, but unless you stick to a goal, you will not help those people because you can stick to a goal, because you can stay focused, because you're impacted and distracted by so many different people. But your goal, why not try being distracted by your goal for 2025? For the month of February, why not be distracted by this? Rather than what Trump said, rather than what, the next hottest topic in a crypto or whatever. Why don't you get distracted by your goal? Do you know how many other areas of your life will take care of themselves if you get distracted by this? And you'll be like, Elliot, it's been so simple. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that simple life, the goal life. Put a 1 in the chat if you know for a fact you felt like you have much more simple life when you're actually locked into your goal. I know you will know it. It's a great place to be. But what happens is you get distracted by something that you feel is a good reason to be distracted. But it's not your goal, I'm afraid. But you qualify. I needed to give this attention. No, what about if you just stuck to the plan and gave your goal the attention? All of these things in your life. People come to me, well, Elliot, but I need to, it's this and it's this. And I'm like, I know, but do you know if you just focused on your goal, all of those things wouldn't be there? You think that myself and Jake don't have other things that could distract us from our goal? How can we be leaders if we let something distract us from our goal? How can we lead others if we let things that seem convenient pull us away from what we really want? How can we talk with you guys about the real situation? How can we talk to you guys about the truth if we aren't living truth? If we aren't living this goal and putting ourselves through the uncomfort of making sure we're focused on this? Guys, if we all did that, do you know how many people we would help in the month of February if we all did that for 1 month? It's 30 days. It's not even 30 days. Sapphire leader, Miss Katie Darcy, that came on the call and opened things up, did a fantastic, that was fantastic. I know that when she made the decision to go Sapphire, it was about 14, 15 days, really, in its entirety. But it was that focus that she did it. You got to remember that we don't get what we want. We get what we picture. The picture was, she fell in love with it, who she would be, who she would be in that moment, how she would talk. That just needs to be 51% more of a focus than everything else. Maybe take that down. Let me make my goal 51% more focused at all times through the month of February than anything else. Anything else. And I'm going to believe in that goal no matter what comes my way. I think it says in the Bible, cast all of your worries and anxieties onto him. Why don't you do that with your goal? Cast everything else onto your goal. No, I'm gonna chuck you on my goal because then my goal's gonna have more weight. My goal is the focus. Anything else I'm gonna cast onto my goal, it's involved. Do you know that's how I thought for so long? This is involved, whatever situation, this is involved with my goal. Think about how I lived, the vibration I was in. I casted anything, and I had some things that were like interesting, trust me. That's part of the goal. That has to be. That has to be part of the goal. Think about the way leaders wire themselves. But you know what happens? You guys think it's the opposite of your goal? Why can't it be the goal included? Do you know that that's like what I've just shared there is pretty much everything? If you can cast everything involved with the goal, you achieving it. Do you know you're going to think everything's part of you achieving your goal? Do you know the level, the frequency you'll be on because of that? You will actually believe you are going to achieve your goal because of what you're going through. That's what leaders do. That's why they help so many people because they know what I'm going through is part of my goal. Do you know how positive you feel about what you're going through because of that? It's a completely different perspective on living life because you're like, it's part of it. It's part of my goal. Let's do it. It's not separate. It's not separate. We see something like, wow, amazing, man. Look, I'm fired up for today. Why? Because our only option is to include what we're going through in a big enough reason. Create a big enough freaking reason to hit your goal. What? Otherwise, you know what? Some of the things you guys go through, you go through it separate to your goal. Why would you want to go through some times for anything but what you want? Think of the mentality I've got. Think about the mentality I have. I'm going through it because I'm going to achieve this. Give me what I want now. I'm going through it for this. Not an opposing reason. It's not an opposition of a reason. Okay? Man, this is some good stuff, man. I didn't have any notes in alignment with this, but I wanted to talk about goals. And this has been good. Man, and what I'm going to do is, I know we're on like 100%. That was good, man. That is, guys. And that is how I feel about goals. That is genuinely how I feel about goals. So what we'll do is let's take some questions. Definitely, that was good, man. That was definitely God's plan. Love it. Okay. Jake messaged me, bro, you're the GOAT. You are the GOAT. Never let anyone tell you anything otherwise. Make this call amazing. So I thought, you know what, let's do it. Right, let's have a question based upon what you've heard. Could be something to do with the month, because it's a good time right now to reflect on the month and be really looking at how you're going to attack February. Put I in the chat. Let's get a couple questions to because I want to be, I think that's been, okay, Alex, perfect. Let's take some questions and make this great going into a brand new month. Let's remove, I will allow people to the spotlight to ask questions. Alex, are you there, bro? Yeah? Can you?
Yes, bro. You're right, brother.
Let's do it.
Yesterday when we were on the, was it the vision call? I can't remember. Or was it call yesterday?
Yeah, that would have been, that would have been vision.
Jake was talking about a goal.
Or the business call. That was yesterday, wasn't it? No,
it was yesterday. Sorry, yeah, he was talking to Victoria about a goal.
Yeah.
And Victoria had initially said, I want my goal to be that I want to make it to Emerald.
Yes.
And then Jake rephrased it, because obviously, like, sometimes you write a goal down and you say, I want to be diamond, or I want to get to Emerald, or I want to earn 7 figures, or I want to earn 6 figures a month. And then Jake rephrased that and said, actually, what your goal needs to be is you need to write about the person you need to become to be diamond, and then diamond takes care of itself. So I was just wondering if you've got any kind of advice on how to write a goal of that nature, because it's dead easy to write, I want to earn 7 figures, or I want to earn 6 figures a month, or whatever. It's dead easy to write that, but it's slightly harder to write a goal that talks about the person you want to be when you are that person. Am I making any sense?
100%. So you've got to look at, well, first of all, what are Emeralds doing? Let's apply it to business and let's apply it to life. Okay. Let's look at the money that's earned through Emerald. Okay. 8 to 20,000 a month. Okay. Perfect. So now you've got a number to work with. What do Emeralds do within the business? What are they actively doing across their day? What do they have going out there all the time religiously? How fired up are they? How do they talk? Yeah. What goals are they setting? How do they dress? How are they received by others? You know, I go on calls, you've been on calls with me where people have actively expressed, I'm actually pretty nervous to meet you. Why is that? And I'm not saying you want to make it, I'm saying, why does that happen, is what I'm saying. What do they see? What people are really saying is you're really disciplined and you're in a position of character, of exploration of and development of a leader that I want to be. So when we say build the character, I said to Tommy, go to the mall. He's in Dubai right now. Go to the mall. Go and spray these perfumes on you. This is what you want to smell like.
Yeah.
This is what does your background look like? How well are you lit up? What do people feel when you walk into a room? How positive are you? Like, what impact do you have on a room? You've got to think about an emerald or whatever it is for you, and what kind of where they take the room, where they take the energy, what they put in place for their people. This is what I'm saying about planning the goal. The goal is this. What's the plan for it? Meetings, you know, putting in place habits, going the extra mile. All emeralds go the extra mile. They're the first to get their event tickets. They're the first to be actively opening up calls or whatever, or things of that nature. They're on flight school. This is the day I want to be on flight school. Bye. See what I mean? See the level of detail that goes into it. So you've got to look at when they're at events, how do they eat? How do they sit? What are they wearing? What are they wearing? This is how you close the goal. You study the people that are in positions you'd like to be and take the best, leave the rest.
Get it.
Does that help? Yeah.
Come on. Thanks, bro. Couple of other things, mate. You know the card that you got there about bravery card. What are they? How did you? No, not that one and the other one. You know the one you'd got earlier.
I was bought a present of 100 inspiring quotes. So they're just cards, but you know me, man. I'm like, that's affirmations.
Cool,
affirmations, and when a person, I don't know, like you've got to be someone that notices in the world things that can help them. All day, I'm not. My RAS picks up. Wait, like right now, I've got viewings booked based upon my goal for spaces I've found. Just so happen to have found Alex based on my goal to move into that are like fire, and they've just now things are coming into my RAS that are different. Well, what's going to happen there, bro? I'm going to start shifting what I earn. I'm going to start shifting what I reach here. Remember, the rank you hit is in relation to the person you become. So what plan have you got for that becoming? People think that's not like, well, and I understand that watches and cars will start to look different. Why? Because I'm investing in becoming. Halton he drives a lot of different cars. Well, Halton drives a Tesla that's really cool. He drives this. What can I do that Halton does now? What can I personally go out and do? People know if they come around Devon, they know I'm going to be in one of two places if I'm going to go out. Really? Might be a couple of other places to go to eat maybe, but they know I just don't. That's intentional. I understand. So you start to move that way, bro. But you can pay attention to so many details in your life. And when you start putting all this together, bro, it forms an emerald, a diamond, an elite diamond.
Thanks, brother.
All right, cool. Let's get it. Awesome. Yeah, I love that. That's a really good question. Cool. Let's get should we get one more question? Let's get one more question. One more question. And we'll because he's someone's put LV Imagination, the Louis Vuitton. They're awesome for sure. The Louis Vuitton are awesome. We got one more question. You'll get one of those. Yeah, we'll get them gold cards. Yeah, definitely. At the next event. So guys, remember, event tickets are now live. Just so you can take the things I'm saying. Don't know if Leo's got it actually up, maybe on his screen. Yeah, and we've also got the Rich and Fit. I know the tickets are going for that as well, which is going to be on the Friday, where we're going to do like a gym situation. I'm going to be working with people on the Hyrox side of things, and Jake and the team are going to be working with people on the strength and building side of things as well. So it's going to be incredible. Mastermind as well. Really, really good stuff. There's the event tickets as well for the next event. Can't wait for that. It's going to be in Devon. It's going to be fire. You're going to see new versions of individuals. I'm going to be new. Jake's going to be new. So we're very, very excited. It's all mapped out. It's all ready. Devon is beautiful, and it's going to start to be getting warmer as well around that time, middle of March. It's going to be incredible. We've got a really good stuff planned for those that qualify when it comes to high five and 5K. So if you're on this call, I'd have a goal to do high five in the month of February, 5K in the month of February. That honestly, guys, I'd go all out to hit that. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're in Devon, we're in our backyard, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. I've got some plans. Jake doesn't know about all my plans yet, but no, joking. It's gonna be incredible. Like it's gonna be like incredible. Okay, so I'd be looking now at lining yourself up to qualify. You don't want to be in Devon and not qualify, honestly, for what happens after the event. So high five is 5 transactions, customer / distributor, 5,000 in business value puts you in the 5K club as well. Is there any questions before I wrap up? Any questions at all? Or is everyone good? Everyone's good? Perfect. Okay. Appreciate you guys all. This will be up on the YouTube so you can get the recording, watch back, listen back. It's been amazing. Obviously, remember, we've got business presentations through the week, 7 p.m. Flight school, 2 p.m. on Saturday. Business training, 5 p.m. Sunday. And Mr. Parton, I'm sure, will be back with this call next week. Love you guys all. Let's keep rocking. Let's keep on rolling. See ya. Bye-bye.